Hello humans, I'm Annalisa, and today I want to talk about things that people are like, hey, this has 0 calories, or this has low sugar, low sodium, low whatever, and aren't actually that healthy at all. Because just because you took away something, it means it was replaced with something else. And so if you took away the real sugar out of something, it was placed with something fake. So first I want to talk about bread, because first of all, your girl loves her bread. And so I was always thinking, okay, wow, this one slice is only 80 calories. That's amazing. So I'm like doing the math in my head, like, oh, that's really good, you know? Only has 16 carbs, 1 added gram of sugar. This is so good for you. So that's what I was eating all the time. The thing is, like I just showed you, the nutritional facts that they show you with it has 0 trans and saturated fats, it has low sodium, it has low cholesterol, not that many carbs, all this stuff. It's because it's compiled, they're taking away all of the sugars and the carbs and the fats, all of your other macros and micros that you need, and replacing them with things that are created in a lab. And so the nutritional facts of the bread make it look really good for you. But what a lot of people don't know is that you need to read the ingredients. And then even when you read the ingredients, you're like, I don't know what any of this means. I can't pronounce any of this. So what do I know? That should basically tell you that that's not good for you, because bread should only have like 3 to 5 ingredients. But these everyday breads that people use to make their healthy sandwiches on, I could only find 5 ingredients on the ingredients list that were real food, and that was out of 40 ingredients. And a lot of the times the 5 weren't the first ingredients. They were, a few of them were the first 2 or 3 ingredients, and then I had to look for the soy and the other things down in the 3rd or 4th row, which is absolutely crazy to me. And then we don't have any in the house. We make green tea. And I know a lot of people don't like the taste of tea. However, when you think of a brand like Pure Leaf, it sounds healthy. Pure Leaf tea. Like, wow, that's a healthy brand. Pure Leaf sweet tea. I can do that. It tastes a lot better and it's tea, so it's got to be good for you, right? An 18-ounce bottle of Pure Leaf sweet tea has 42 grams of sugar in it. In a can of Coca-Cola, there's 39 grams of sugar. Your recommended intake for daily sugar is about 18 to 23 grams. That one bottle of sweet tea just doubled your micros in sugar for that day. And it's going to end up being more than that, because you are going to eat a sandwich. And those sandwiches have have at least 9 to 10 grams of sugar added to it. And then, that's the cereals. I was looking at the cereal. No, everything has added sugar, and it's really hard to get away from. So reading your ingredients list has changed so much in how I eat. It's crazy. So then I'm just going to keep this open. I have cereals up here. A lot of cereals that are supposed to be really healthy for you have healthy ingredients and are made with whole grains and, support healthy heart health. I don't know. And they still have artificial syrups and flavoring and coloring, and when people commercialize cereals and granola bars and all of these different things, they commercialize them as if their product is the only place where you can find this type of, like, if you want a healthy heart and low cholesterol, this is how to do it. Boom! You solved the mystery. Okay, but a comparison, I have these both out here because obviously this is not something that's been marketed as healthy and isn't. This is just out here for comparison because it has the same amount of calories per serving. Cheerios have more fat. Lucky Charms has more sodium. Cheerios has a lot more potassium. They have the exact same amount of carbs. Honey Nut Cheerios per serving only has 1 gram less of sugar. And then in the vitamins section where it shows you what percentage of your daily vitamin all of this gives you on each of them, there are very few, if no, differences. And if there are differences, it's by a few percent and that's it. And they have about the same amount of ingredients. There is a lot more modified corn starches and oat flour, corn syrup, modified cornstarch, dextrose, salt, gelatin, yellow 5 and 6. However, on the Lucky Charms box, it does say 11 grams of whole grains per serving, saying this is where to get your whole grains. So if any of you need whole grains in your diet, Lucky Charms, guys. That's how to go. All right, I've already talked to you about your bread. But also what you can do, because I know now you're like, Annalisa, what am I going to do? I go to Walmart and buy bread. What do you expect me to do? Bake my own bread? No. Go to the Walmart bakery section, y'all. Go to the day old section. It's just 1 day old, which means it was baked yesterday. And a whole loaf of bread, like this long, really, really good bread, is $1, $1. And it's made there. And if you look at the ingredients, it's half or even less than the ingredients that are expected to have a shelf life. Now, granted, your bread will mold faster, but you know what won't mold? A lot of your Walmart shelf breads. They will just get really stale and they won't mold, and that's not a good thing. Muscle milk. I'm just gonna apologize in advance to all the people watching this that think it's healthy. This is pretty much used, I don't even know where to start. It says, our philosophy, and it has one of those like, we want you to be healthy. We support healthy raw nutrition. Blah, blah, blah. And so there's 20 grams of protein per 2 scoops. 44 grams of, this is all per 2 scoops. 44 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 290 calories. Yes, the thing is, the nutritional facts say, look, there's tons of protein and good carbs and potassium and... However, ingredients list. Tell me if you know what any of these are, please. Maltodextrin protein blend, isolate, calcium, sodium, caseinate, whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, whey protein anhydrolase, lactorin, alkalized cocoa powder, soluble corn fiber, natural and artificial flavors, sunflower oil, canola oil, medium chain triglycerides, potassium chloride, potassium bicarbonate, gum blend, cellulose gum, xanthan gum, carrageenan, magnesium oxide, acetyl flame, potassium sucrose, soy lengthen, del alpha. Some of these sound like sororities, like that's ticopherol acetate, absorbic acid, dicalcium phosphate, ferrous fumate, vitamin A, palamate, niacinamide, zinc oxide, copper, decalcium, pantothen. I don't know what these are. Pyridoxide, hydrochloride, thymine monotrite, riboflavin, chromium chloride, folic acid, botine, potassium iodide, and cyanthobalamin. So, this is not from nature. No, we're done. Okay, then, diet soda. First of all, this little 0-calorie can of stuff, literally, not like being funny, it's just stuff, has, okay, so on this list, there's a 23 most dangerous / worst ingredients in America, things that are like food additives. And this has 3 of them, and that is the aspartame, the aspartame, the brominated vegetable oil, fun fact, that's also used in rocket fuel, and yellow number 5. Not. Okay, but the thing is, what I'm trying to get across with these things is that none of it is real. It's not real. I'm sure you guys have heard these, but they're all so true. We are overfed and undernourished because you can eat all of this stuff, still be hungry, and not have given yourself any actual substance, nutrients. And if you're giving yourself vitamins, they are synthetic vitamins. They're not real. You know, why are you relying on all of this stuff to make you healthy and you're avoiding the produce aisle because, you know, you haven't seen a commercial about it? You can't expect to get healthy eating all the same things that you used to eat, just finding other alternatives for it, because all of those things are still only food-like substances that are made by us. All right, I'm just gonna leave you with this. If it comes from a plant, eat it. If it's made in a plant, don't. All right, well, this was it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have other health topics that you want to talk about, or questions or anything like that, shoot me some comments, and then also click subscribe so you can see when I upload my next video on what I eat and how I like to eat and how I make my food, and pretty much a what I eat in a day video, you know. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys at least made you think about incorporating more real foods into your diet. You know, just more real foods. That's all I ask. Stay tuned for the next part of a little series thing, and stay weird.